seat, fifth in line there. Alex Rossi closing the gap there, side by side. Colton Herta already trying to make some moves up from 10th, essentially leading on that alternate strategy.
McLaughlin looking a little squirrely there as he tries to find temperature again in his tires. And that's Santino Ferrucci locking up, almost getting into his teammate David Malukas. AJ Foyt Racing running well up there, 6th and 7th right now.
As we ride on board with Santino Ferrucci, a big year ahead for this young man, particularly as it comes to trying to get one up on his very highly regarded teammate who sits ahead of him on track at the moment. Is McLaughlin, who leads from Rosenqvist and Armstrong. Ferrucci back in P7, 3 seconds back. His teammate, as we said, just ahead of him. And if you were wondering who the team and who the driver behind him that Colton Herta was trying to pass, that's the new team in IndyCar this season, Prema Racing.
Check this out, Will. New in IndyCar this season, the heads-up display. You've got gear position and RPM over here. Top speed, almost 170 miles an hour. This little cool box tells you the direction of the approaching corner and the distance you are from it. And then all important, what's going on with the driver's feet. IndyCar and Fox bringing the toys. I love it.
A little bit of action up in front of Ferrucci here as he's just keeping an eye on what's happening in front of him. It's all about getting into a rhythm now. These street circuits, they evolve so much as the rubber goes down, as the race goes on, and the drivers have to keep learning to find the limits, push the limits. It's never the same for 2 laps in a row on a track like this.
Scott McLaughlin still your race leader, and as we said a little earlier, he and Felix Rosenqvist, all of those drivers who fell to pit, really needed to get their foot down, start to push. McLaughlin is pushing and has pulled out around a second on Rosenqvist, but Rosenqvist is keeping him honest, and the two of these drivers now starting to pull away from the rest of the field. Biggest mover so far, Callum Eilert. I mean, started last, up there, having started on the primary tire, so a little bit circumstantial.
It's skewed a bit, but still, he's doing a good job. He's staying out of trouble.
Great story for this team. Prema, dominant in so many formulas around the world. The Italian team comes over, all new IndyCar chassis. They bought 5 of them. That's $4 or $5 million right out of the gate that they're spending. They've hired 2 young, aggressive drivers. Callum Eilert has some IndyCar experience, but took a year off, went and raced sports cars. What a great way to come back.
Scott McLaughlin, your race leader, is making his way into pit lane. Jamie Little standing by. Here's our race leader.
Yes, the new dad having a great weekend so far. Started this race on pole, led every lap until now. He will drive on down into his pit box. You see those softer tires ready to go on. They're very happy with the pace of this